Hi YouTube, it's been a while. Haven't posted for a hot minute, so I thought this would be a good chance to just talk a little bit about what I've been doing and what I think would be the direction I'm going with this channel. So first, I'm in a new location. My oldest daughter moved out and my younger daughter took her room, so I am in my younger daughter's old room, and it is a bit of a mess in here. That's a work in progress, but I'm kind of considering making this a space for recording. One of the many obstacles I had about making videos was having difficulty finding a space that didn't have traffic noise, or I wasn't being interrupted constantly by my youngest, or I wasn't sitting in my car. So I feel like this is possibly the best avenue. It's very quiet in here, and I will have to do something about the lighting and the audio. I know all these things, but for now I'm just kind of dipping my toe back in and getting myself reacclimated to the recording process. So in this video, like I said, I wanted to just discuss what is going on with me and where I've been and what I've been doing. I have been put into a situation where I am with a job, and I'm not going to go into detail about it because I've been watching these TikTok videos where people talk about how they got fired because of things they're putting on social media. So it's not anything negative. I'm just not going to talk about it. But anyway, my point is that I'm in a position with my employer that I have a lot of free time, downtime, and at first I was just in a hurry to get as much done that needed to get done, as much done as I could of the things that needed to get done. And I kind of got burned out of that really fast. I was just running myself ragged, just racing to get all this stuff done. And I had all these ambitions, and I got very busy with that. So I was doing a lot of home improvement, like getting my oldest daughter's room painted, carpeted, getting a replacement door for it, because when we bought this house, it didn't have a door. It's a 2 rooms adjoined, and the outer room didn't have a door on it anymore. So it was just a lot of focusing on that, focusing on the holidays. There's just been so much going on, and through all that, things kind of settled down as the time stretched on. 1 month became 2 months, became 3 months of this downtime period. And in those weeks and days that passed, I started to really reflect on my role in this household, my role in my life, just thinking about who I was as a mother and a wife and a woman. I wanted to know how I could better serve the people in my life that matter to me. And I found myself doing a lot of things that gave me such great joy. Like, I established a morning routine. Every day I just completely clean the downstairs of the house every day. Every night my son comes home from school and dumps everything out again, but at least for the majority of the day it is tidy and cohesive. So that was the first change, because it used to be when I was working all the time, I would clean everything up on the weekend and he'd just dump it out right away again. So it was kind of a giant waste of my time. But since I've done that, I started to notice other things that were getting ignored, like dusting and getting on my knees and scrubbing the dickens out of the shower, just things that I didn't have the time or energy to focus on before. So seeing how these things look so much better, and seeing how I was able to make some repairs in the house that have been lingering for years. Like I just not too long ago put a towel holder next to the sink, so we had a place to put a hand towel so that you could dry your hands after you wash them. And that it has been years that we've been needing to do that, and I just never did it. So I've been able to make a lot of changes that I've been meaning to make and have never gotten around to. And doing that has really helped bring peace to my mind, because I was constantly being reminded throughout the day of different things. Oh, I haven't done that yet. Oh, I got to take care of this. Oh, I wish I could get to that. And checking those things off my list, it just takes them out of this popcorn machine in my brain that's constantly popping kernels up into the viewing window. If you ever had interaction with one of those old popcorn machines. Anyway. So that being said, I've really feel like I've had a lot of growth. I've had a lot of perspective, and I've had the opportunity to reflect on the things that bring me happiness. As far as this channel, I originally made this channel specifically to discuss cross-stitching, which I still do. It's still, a passion of mine. However, I, at the time, would spend the majority of my free time cross-stitching. I was doing upwards to 500 stitches or more a night. I mean, I think I averaged 400 or 500 stitches every day. For anyone that cross stitches, you know that is a lot of time. So it made sense to have a channel where I could show progress as I'm doing things every month, just updating the progress of the things I'm working on. For the people in the cross stitch community, we all love seeing each other's work. It's just part of the artistry. So that's kind of where this channel started. But as things progress and as time goes on, I just keep doing videos about other stuff. And that is the nature of my mind. I have my hands in 20 different pies. I just like doing many things. And none of those things have really been things I've shared with the public, so to speak. I have made videos if I felt passionate enough about something to make a video about it, but I haven't really done a lot of diverging from the core of the channel, which was cross-stitching. I think at this point, I'm just going to let that go. I might change the name of the channel, but I'll figure that out. The whole point is I will still do cross-stitching videos. I want to do one actually soon because I want to go over everything that I've worked on this past year and the things I've managed to finish. But I'm not going to make that the sole focus, and I'm not going to worry about the fact that it's not the sole focus of this channel. So I guess I would, if I had to categorize myself, I would probably be more of a lifestyle channel. But it's just kind of, I don't know. I'm not like an influencer. I'm not here to sell you something. I just want to have a place to engage with people. And I have posted a couple videos lately that have received criticism, and I don't care so much about that, but I did read the comments. And some of the criticism was constructive, mainly that I get very long-winded and that I say filler words a lot. I say and like. At first, I thought this was an exaggeration, but then I listened to my own videos and realized how much I did that. I don't like the standard YouTube video where you have all these fast cuts and a lot of times like the end of their sentence is cut off, but when they overlap it with something else, it actually kind of stresses me out when I hear somebody talking with no pauses, just constantly talking because they edited out every single pause in their dialogue. I don't think I could ever get used to that, and I can't do that for myself. But I will make more of an effort to cut out the filler, the pause, some of the longer pauses, and sometimes I go on tangents and it just adds 3 minutes to the video, so I'll cut those out too. So I'm hoping to go back to uploading regularly. It's my intent to come up with a schedule. It always is, but I have been doing a lot better with habit forming for positive habits, and I think I can get into a routine with this now that I've finally stopped procrastinating on getting into it again. So I will probably start uploading on a regular basis, although I'm not quite sure how regular or how that's going to look yet. I'll figure that out. And you'll get them when you get them, but you'll start to see a structure behind that. Some of the things I've been working on that I would like to talk more about on the channel is writing. I have written a novel and I'm in the process of editing it. So there's a lot of things I don't know about this whole process. I would like to have it published in some way, either on my own or through other means, but that's probably closer to the end of the year. I will talk more on that in a separate video because I feel like this whole writing process has been a very eye-opening spiritual journey for me, but I don't want to get into it in this video, so I'll talk about that more in another video. Something else that I am doing is brainstorming concepts for possible game development. This is way outside of my wheelhouse. It's something that my husband and I are kind of spitballing. I don't know if it will ever go anywhere, but we have some passions in video games that we'd like to see made realized. So I might talk more about that as things progress, if they progress past me just writing everything down that I'd like to have in the most perfect video game ever created ever. I am spending a lot more time with journaling, and I've actually broken my one journal into a variety of journals for various things. So I will probably talk more about that on this channel and show the different journals that I'm working on. There's a couple of them that aren't fully realized yet, but I can show you the progress on those things, and that would be for anyone who likes bullet journaling. I know there's a huge culture of people that are into journaling as a form of therapy. I think it's very soothing and relaxing pastime myself. So I'm just going to share those things for anyone that finds them helpful. I have decided to devote a lot of my energy and time this year on my relationship with God. I have been a Christian for about 5 years, but I haven't fully felt comfortable talking about it to other people because I remember how I felt when I wasn't a Christian and heard Christians talking about Christianity. So for the longest time, I've just kind of separated that part of my life from the rest of my life. And in my spiritual growth, I know that that is the last thing you should do. So I'm going to take more effort and energy into improving my communication with God, and I will probably talk about that along my journey. I've also created a new channel, and I know people do different channels for different things. I'm going to do the majority of my different things on this channel, but the new channel I made is more of a professional channel for a whole different thing. I will explain it as I start to upload on it. I just started working on it and on the project in general because it is a project. So I will explain more in a different video about that, but I will probably be mentioning that periodically on my regular videos as well. Of course, I'll still talk about cross stitch. Like I said, I will do updates periodically about what I'm working on, what I've finished, what my interests are, what I might be starting, all those things. I'm going to a couple cross stitch retreats. I might do videos on those like I did with the Grace Notes retreat, and we will see where that goes. But that, like I said, is no longer going to be my primary focus. And lastly, I think I just would want to say I'll be discussing life in general. Like I said before, sometimes topics come up that compel me to want to make a video about them. That might be in the political sphere or in self-improvement, womanhood, or consumption, like overconsumption, underconsumption, which is a big topic right now. So there is one video I already have in mind that I have to work on, but that's down the road. Just know that that's some of the topics that might come up. So thank you for watching this video, for getting to the end. I will keep you posted. I will keep updating and uploading. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just adapting and changing based on how I grow as a person. So I'm here for questions. I will look at the comments. I'll try to be more proactive with that too and respond to comments, but otherwise I will see you in the next video. Bye.